welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. My name is Christina. If you have a Cancer rising, Cancer moon, or Cancer sun, this is your 2023 annual astrology forecast. All right, let's see, Cancers, what kind of opportunities will rise or what kind of challenges you will need to face in 2023. Just right before I'm going to start this forecast, you can expect right now between 35 to 45 minutes long forecast for you. And then if you would like to purchase my video horoscopes, which each going to be around an hour and a half, 2 hour, 20 minutes long. And it's going to be up for sale for $5 for each individual sign. Or if you would like to purchase the 12th sign, it will be up for sale for $50. And for 2 months, that's going to be discounted for 2 months. And after that, it will be offered for $11.99. All right, Cancers. Let's see what's going on for you in 2023. Okay. All right. So Mars. I'm going to start with Mars over here. Mars is going direct January 12th, 2023. And it's going to go direct in your 12th house. 12th house ruled by Neptune and Jupiter, ruled by Pisces. And it is the cosmic womb. It is representing the unprivileged, hospital, hospice, orphanages, like hotels also, and also hotel industries, and also prisons as well. But 12th house representing art and, for example, lyrics and photography as well, and all the intuition, deep intuition, your dreams and your bedroom. Mars over here in Gemini. Gemini rules the 3rd house, traveling, siblings, like short distance traveling and education as well, and anything with sales or anything with neighborhood. So Mars in Gemini is really restless, and it was in retrograde for you from October 30, 2022 till January 12th, 2023. But it was, and it came to Gemini. It's ingressed Gemini August 20, 2022. So it was here in your 12th house for a long time. And like Mars in Gemini is really abruptive. So it is actually like restless, doesn't let you to sleep. So you might have some kind of insomnia. You woke up in the morning or during at night and you were brainstorming, and it can make you really tired. Or actually, it could indicate some kind of gossip behind your back, because 12th house is behind your back. It is hidden enemy, and Gemini is some kind of verbal conflict. So somebody is talking behind your back. And when Mars is going to go direct, you will recognize who is your enemies, and you can confront with them. But, also Mars over here could also represent some kind of, as I said, like restlessness. And it could definitely bother you. 12th house also your mental state. 12th house also representing your mental stability. And Mars over here could indicate like you were constantly angry, or you had a lot of fear. And perhaps you had fear from guns and knives, because Mars is or wars. Maybe you live close to a war zone, and that's why you had fear, the war getting close to you or getting you somehow. Or it could be like hiding. And, some of you, maybe some male over here, hiding a way to become a soldier, or to be actually become, to take into a war zone or to a war. So that could be hiding away as well for some of you. All right, then let's talk about January 1st. So it could be, we have a stellium actually in January 1st in Capricorn. So that's how we start the year. And Capricorn ruled by Saturn. So Capricorn rules the 10th house of reputation and career or government, and Saturn is actually a planet of limitation, restriction, delay, but also, endurance, discipline, and ambition as well. So actually, Saturn could indicate some kind of situation like you have a good work stamina or a strong work ethic actually. But it's also representing the old and the outdated. And actually, in Saturn was in Aquarius, and it's going to ingress March 7th, Pisces, and going to leave Aquarius for 29 and a half years, because Saturn is a social planet, but outer planet. It takes 29 and a half years to go around the zodiacal sign, so it resides 2.5 years in each individual sign, and it's going to go. So this stellium ruled by Saturn is gonna go March 7th to your 9th house. But let's talk about this stellium first. So you have Pluto and Venus conjunction. That is really sensual. It is very sexual. It's really powerful sexual charisma. So you might going to have your mojo back. You are working on your relationship, on your marriage, or one-on-one relationship, but you're using your sexual charisma actually. And or because 7th house ruled by Libra, and Libra is justice, you might going to get justice for some kind of sexual like not abuse, but like harassment, sexual harassment. It could have been previously, and from a business partner, because 7th house also the business partner, and then you will get some kind of justice out from this situation, and you will know about that in beginning of the year. But definitely it could be a therapist. Libra also could be a therapist, and it could be like you have to go to a therapist with your lover, with your marriage partner, because of something is not necessarily working the way you want to. So your life has to go, your intimate life most likely have to go through transformation or went through transformation. But here, for example, Mercury, that is communication. So it could be, yeah, definitely it could be therapy involved for you guys. Or actually, it could be simple as it is, your partner want you to talk dirty during, like intimate, during your intimate time together. Because Pluto rules the 8th house, and the 8th house is everything, hidden and dirty and unseen, and ruled by Hades, Pluto. So yeah, it could be as well, and other outcome. And Mercury is communication. So simple as it is, you might want to spice up your relationship or your partner, just simply talking some kind, to have some kind of dirty talk during sex. All right, and what else could be this? Yes, so justice for some kind of injustice with business partner. Careful not to use your sexual charisma if you have a business partner, and it's, because of it could go wrong. So just don't do that. Okay, so let's talk about then Saturn, because March 7th Saturn is going to come out from Aquarius and gonna ingress here, Pisces. You have to understand 3 things over here. You have to understand what does it mean, the 9th house, also what kind of archetype is Saturn and what kind of archetype is Pisces, and then put together all the information, and like whatever suits you or whatever cap fits on your head, that's what you're going to take away from this forecast. So listen, Pisces rules the 12th house. 12th house is the cosmic womb. It is the unseen, it is hidden enemy, it rules arts, it rules the unprivileged, it rules your dream, your bedroom, as I said before. Ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of blessing, abundance, generosity, you know, Jupiter is truly a good fortunate planet. It is representing growth, religion, foreign matters, diplomacy, um, and you know, religion. And Neptune is actually connected with pharmaceutical drugs, alcohol, addiction, unprivileged, as I said, prison, hospice, orphanages, but also photography, manuscript writing, a film manuscript, or directing a movie, working behind the scene. It is all the most spiritual sign and the most spiritual planet, aliens, you know, like forgiveness, higher octave of love. And because of it's not only higher octave of love, higher octave of Venus, and Venus is both love and money. So Neptune is glamour itself. So when Saturn is going to go in Pisces, ninth house is a Sagittarian house, which is traveling foreign matters, long distance travel, anything with immigration, and also higher education or siblings, older siblings. And Saturn, when it goes over here, you have to, it's going to be influenced by Jupiter and Neptunian energies, okay? And Saturn is endurance. So on the sunny side over here, it could relate to something like, I worked very hard to become a citizen somewhere and I'm going to reach it. You know, it's still going to be difficult at the beginning, especially the first few degrees and the last degrees, right? Because of it's always when it's ingress or leaves a sign, it's the most difficult or the most wonderful if it's a benefic planet. But Saturn is a malefic planet, so the early degrees could be really, really difficult. So first of all, it could take you to work harder on your doctorate or your master degrees. Otherwise, it's not going to let you to pass the test. Or you know, if you are having a leap of faith and you know, let's not study and you know, whatever it is, it's gonna be, no, you're not gonna get help. You have to work your ass off to get that degree with Saturn over here. But Saturn is, as I said, immigration matters. So yeah, if you are working hard, if you are not going to, you know, leap any steps, then definitely it will granted, and it will be the success going to be granted, and you will be permanent. So for example, it could be like from green card to go to permanent citizenship over there, so or permanent residence, something like that. It could also be like, all right, I'm going to invest in study a foreign language, and that's at the beginning it's going to be really hard for you because Saturn is hardship, so it's not giving it for you for free. It's going to really make you sweat blood to learn that foreign language. But after a while, for example, when Saturn goes to 4 degrees, after that, it's going to become a lot better and easier. It could also to make you to do a doctorate or another master degree, or it could like, okay, I'm going to start another religion. So, or I'm going to, you know, Saturn make it stable. So, or permanent. So maybe I had something in my life like, you know, I went to the church or the temple, but, you know, I just went for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your religion is. But, you know, I wasn't really religious, but Saturn is asking for you to commit. It's commitment, asking for you to commit. So, yeah, it could be that one as well. Or if you are married, and if you are in your second marriage already, Saturn in Pisces could actually give you difficulties in your second marriage if you are in that stage already in your life. So it could end or lead to some kind of challenging situation, or it could lead actually to some kind of, for example, ninth house representing second marriage. Yes, Saturn could represent death. And, you know, like Pisces could represent either like some kind of hepatitis, because ruled by Jupiter as well, which rules the liver, and because Pisces is ruled by Neptune also store alcoholism. So it could be actually, if you put together those, like death of a second significant other because of some kind of alcohol overdose, or because of some kind of liver issue, because of some kind of drug addiction as well. So it could be overdose as well. But on the good side, Saturn is actually making something capable, endurance. So it's strong, making it stronger. So the ninth house matters, going to get stronger, or it's making to be permanent. And it could be something great permanent as well, as I said, like get committed to something, get committed to working hard on my degrees, or you know, get committed to, yes, right now I'm going to do this test, and no matter what, I'm going to become whoever I wanted to become and do that doctorate for myself. Okay, but Saturn, many times wherever it is, it sucks you dry. So Saturn in ninth house could represent, like, you know what, it's going to be a little bit a stagnation in my long distance traveling. Somehow you will feel like traveling in foreign countries, somehow it's going to be not eliminated, but, you know, decreased with Saturnian energy. Somehow I won't have the money, or I won't have the time because I have to work all the time, you know, and I just not going to be able to travel as much as I want to, or as much as I did before. And I also have to mention, we do have a fixed star in Pisces 4 degrees, and mutable sign 4 degrees, it's an honorific degree, it's a karmic degree. So it's representing like it's going to be magnified Saturn over there. But the star, the fixed star, what we have here is Formulat, which is a royal fixed star. And it's representing Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is the messenger of God. And actually, it's giving you a direction in life. So in ninth house matters. So if you were lost and you didn't know if you should take that exam or take that master degree or that doctorate, it's giving you a clear vision and direction, how to do it, what to do, when to do it. So it is really, really good when Saturn going to conjunct here with Archangel Gabriel Formulat. And also it is a creative vision for Mohat. So it is coming from the south, and in Feng Shui, the south is success. It's ruled by the color red. And also there is the horse, the Chinese horse, which is coming from south as well. So representing energy, and you know, ninth house also ruled by the Centaur because of Sagittarius, and you know, definitely it suits you. It's going to fit into your life. To maybe, you know, you want to start something which is something with horses, or maybe you want to start a sport, you want to become a jockey, and because Saturn is lean body, it could be actually some of you cancers going to become a jockey, or you going to have some kind of horseback riding or racing with horses, because ninth house and Sag also could represent horses. So yeah, it could be a good sport for you, for some of you, of course. And then you know, Formulat is creative vision. It is poet and lyrics and poetry. So Saturn over here could indicate like maybe I have to study a lot and I have to get ready for my doctorate, and I was so poetic before and really an artsy person, because you Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon could be very artsy because water sign. But right now I'm not necessarily feeling it, because I have I need discipline to study. So I cannot really take on to my hobbies, because I need to do something. I need to endure something else in my life, which is really needed my attention. So that could mean that kind of limitation here for you. All right, but you know, Pisces, so Saturn in Pisces going to eventually trine with your moon, with your rising, or with your sun, because that is also a water sign, so it's trining. So definitely you are giving an extra magnified positive energy from this Saturn in Pisces energy. And then, no, it could be some kind of religion going to be forbidden for you. So to practice your religion, Saturn is government, and this is religion, ninth house, and you know, Saturn also limitation, what is that also, censorship. So you might not going to be given the opportunity to practice your religion somehow. That's also I can feel from this. And you know, Saturn going to go back and forth in retrograde from July 17th till November 4th. So it's going to conjunct with formula at 4 degrees 3 times. So it's gonna be exact 3 times. So you know, but formula had, because it's Archangel Gabriel, just keep praying and keep praying to Gabriel, because it's going to help you to endure what you need to face what you need to, and give you you know, stamina to finish what you started. That's definitely that. All right, and let's go and let's talk about Pluto. All right, so Pluto, as I said, the planet of transformation. Pluto is Phoenix, Hades, coming from the underworld. It is coming from ashes and rising, and you know, like become a magnificent bird, and you know, create a new life, a new cycle. It's the circle of life, the death and the rebirth. That's it. And also, you know, it rules other people's money. It rules bank system. It rules insurance, inheritance, medical malpractice, abortions, your sex organs, your reproductive system, pregnancy. It rules, you know, all the taboos, all the taboos. And it is going to Aquarius, and Aquarius resides in your 8th house, Cancer. Aquarius ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So we were talking about Saturn already, so I'm not going to repeat myself, but Uranus is the planet of originality, chaos, unexpected. It represents also independence and, you know, inventions, insight, innovation, very futuristic, future-oriented. And Uranus is the true rebel. Uranus really good to actually represent the teenagers. And you know why? Because when it's going to square every single people's ascendant, it's gonna be the age 13 till, because it's takes 7 years, just like pro-lunar cycles, to have a different aspect. And when it squares with your sun or ascendant or whatever, you know, with your sun, then it's taking actually 14 years. So that's the rebellious time when people and children start to rebel. That's the teenager ages. But okay, so that is Uranus, and Uranus and then Pluto coming over here. So that is also Uranus. I mean, Aquarius is the most humanitarian sign, and Pluto coming over here, it's representing like it's a major project, a research for you. Some of you Cancers going to actually go and working for a research center, and something put together genes and artificial intelligence, creating something like, you know, manipulate genes or putting some kind of chips in humans, and you know, that's going to be your work. Or you can also do some kind of research about like digital currency, because it is 8th house rules other people's money, bank system. Aquarius is digital currency. Or you might going to do research for Alzheimer or geniusness or autism, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and it's all associated with those. The higher octave of mind, the long-term memory. So that kind of research is. Or it could mean like life after death. You know, Uranus's connection with the divine, it's your crown chakra. And you can do some kind of research around life after death. You know, who does the brain? Does the brain still see something? What is that? You know, like clinical death. Clinical death could be a subject for your research, for example. Yes. And, you know, 8th house is, as I said, ruled by Pluto. So Pluto going to feel home here for you. It is insurance, inheritance. It is medical malpractice. It's mortgage. It's, you know, like, like all the big sum of money from other people. And Pluto, when it enters your house here, it could also have a sorry side. It could represent like 11. Uranus rules the 11th house of friendship. So it could represent like one of your friends going to pass away, or actually a few of your friends, because Pluto going to be here for 20 years. It's going to ingress March 27th, and it's going to retrograde back to Capricorn, go back to Aquarius, Capricorn for 2 years, going to swing back and forth, but then it's going to stay here from 2024 till 2044, because that is an outer dwarf planet. And it takes for Pluto 248 years around the zodiacal cycle to go around. And Saturn, it takes 29 and a half years to go around the zodiacal cycle. So, and Saturn is also an outer planet, but Saturn also we call a social planet as well. So here, when it's going to go here to your 8th house is death or transformation, and Uranus and Aquarius rules 11th house of hope and wishes, and your social circle, your friendship zone. So it could indicate like you know, like friends, you know, going to leave you, or death to you, or you know, you totally cut the relationship and like never existed before, or actually it could be physical death for a few friends of yours during the 20 years. Period. But you know, it's also could represent multiple inheritances or multiple, you know, like for example, if you invested in digital currency, you might going to get a big payout cancers, because of this is digital currency. Pluto is other people's money, so you might be patient and waiting for it to rise, and you might going to have a big payout for yourself. So that's definitely positive. I also wanted to mention altar. Altar is a Martian energy, and that is a fixed star, not a royal fixed star, but a fixed star in 1 degree Aquarius. And it's really encouraging and really bold and very impulsive and energetic fixed star. So when Pluto gonna go there, it's actually urge you to do the transformation, urge you to invest money, urge you to research about digital currency, afterlife, how to invest, how to become a mortgager or a banker or something like that. Or, you know, afterlife, as I said before, or to being a detective. Pluto in 8th house and a detective. And, you know, that is Aquarius is the genius. So you can become a private detective, a genius private detective. You can actually do and study astrology with the Aquarius 8th house, and it could be a forensic or financial astrologist you can become. So that's definitely could be a really, really great opportunity for you to go on and study for. Or you know, do the research or just get familiar with, and it could create a great transformation for you. Okay, so we understood that. Then let's talk about Jupiter. So I'm going to go by month over here, and I'm gonna go until Jupiter going to reach to Taurus. So Jupiter actually May 16th ingressing Taurus, and May 16th it's going to go and so 16th, May 16th, what am I doing? All right, 2023. Yes, so 0 degree Taurus. And it's gonna conjunct also 2 degree with North Node on June 1st. So in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and social circle, social tribe, it is also your luck, investment as well, and money from your career. Look at that Taurian energy here for you. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, and in May, look at that. It could be like a big amount of money coming in because of North Node is here. So you're changing direction in 11th house matters. Actually, it could be a lawsuit, a really, really great lawsuit turning out positive and beneficial on your side. Jupiter is riches, and you know, it is like communication. Taurus itself rules the second house of luxury, ruled by Venus, money. And then Uranus is unexpected. So an unexpected turn in a lawsuit, which is going to be a windfall of money for you. And it's going to be really, really beneficial, really beautiful, really good for you. But also, you know, it could indicate like your social tribe is changing. You're going to get more people in, new people in, and it could indicate like, you know, you're going to have some kind of lucky investment as well. Or it could be like you're going to learn law, because 11th house also justice as well. And you know, it is the courthouse. It is the courthouse itself. So you may be going to become a judge because Jupiter is studying and it's higher education. With this, you're going to want to become a judge, and that is a good opportunity to seek for. May will be a really good opportunity to seek for that. But you know, Jupiter, the riches, 11th house, so your social circle wants you to be rich. Your social circle going to support you to become rich. Maybe you are going to get amazing clients, like really the higher circle, and they're going to pay you well. Or it's going to be month by month, like they're going to talk about you, and it's inviting more clients for you. The clients are changing here, and it's very beneficial. Okay, then let's talk about the nodes. The nodes are the mathematical points of the moon. It is not a planet. It is going clockwise, and the planet's going counterclockwise. So the nodes are stationed a year and a half in one sign, around a year and a half stays in one sign. So it's gonna go actually July 17 to Aries. And it's going to go there, and it's going to stay here for 18 months. The nodes are always working in axis. So if the north node in Aries, the south node has to be in Libra. It's opposition, exact opposition all the time. The north node is representing a Jupiterian energy. So it's blessing, it's luck. It is your destiny, it is your karma, but where you are heading in your life. It is representing like with the head of dragon, it is Rahu in Vedic astrology, and where you are heading in life. And right now for you, Cancer, it's going to be a year and a half with your career. It could be your reputation. You can go on red carpet. It could indicate promotion, bonuses. It could indicate some kind of career change, but very, very positive career change. However, South Node is going to be in your fourth house. Fourth house is your living situation. That is your family matters. That is your real estate. That is your grave and ending funerals. So this fourth house also representing one of your parents, and 10th house your other parents. So one of your parents could become very strong and powerful, and the other parent could become weak. and sick. And it could also mean like loss of a parent, because fourth house also a parent figure over here. So yeah, it could be loss of a parent. And it could be also like losing your house, but not necessarily foreclosure or whatever, but because you get a promotion, it's logical because it's in your 10th house of career. So you will need to move. You will have to leave somehow. You will need to move and go. And yeah, so it's going to probably bring in a move. But Soulmode is ending. It is like what you need to shed off, what you need to get rid of, because it doesn't serve you anymore. It could be some kind of family matters. It's not just a living situation. It could be or a parent death, but it could be also a family matters. So maybe like because of you are shining in your career, maybe your significant other not going to stand that. And it could be like Soulmode in fourth house could change the family dynamic, so it could lead to divorce, especially because Pluto is going to be 29 degrees and 0 degrees here in eighth house. So back and forth, back and forth. So it could indicate that kind of situation. Yes, it could indicate some kind of divorce as well, or change in family dynamic. It could indicate also like your children are moving out from the house, or your parents were living with you because they needed hospice or care, and you were the caretaker of your parents, but because of it's a grave and also funeral of a family member, a parent figure, it could be because their death, because of the death, the family dynamic going to change for you. So the notes are actually related to, as I said, to the moon, and related to the eclipses. So every single year we have 4 to 8 eclipses, and 2023 we're going to have 4 eclipses, and it's going to transfer from Taurus Scorpio axis to Aries Libra axis. So previously you had it in your 5th and 11th house. So the 11th house definitely were lucky for you. It could be like like money from your career, big amount of money from your career. But the 5th house could be difficulties with your children or with your romance. Maybe your romantic life wasn't really, you didn't have mojo, or you didn't really feel to be romantic, something like that. Or you were out of creativity, you couldn't create somehow, or you didn't enjoy life as you should have. Or you couldn't. And maybe because of the constant work over here and needed, to work hard, and your social circle, you needed to show up all the time in other people's life. And that's why your personal romantic life, suffered from that. All right. And then the eclipses I wanted to talk. So the eclipses are dramatic changes in our life, and it is sudden. It is abruptive. It is unexpected, actually. And, we do have solar and we have lunar eclipses. And the solar eclipse is when the moon is between the sun and earth. And the lunar eclipse is when the earth is standing between the sun and the moon. And solar eclipse, usually it's abruptive change and it's a huge change, but usually it's a positive change. It brings in marriages, it brings in graduation, babies, new babies, pregnancies. So it's changing your life forever, but it's on a positive way. It could give you bonus or like Nobel Prize or some kind of awards. But lunar eclipses are very painful, really hurtful. It's losses, it's endings. It's like ending a job because we get fired, or losing someone who is dear to our heart, or it could be also, you know, divorces. So yeah, definitely that is a bitter change in life. And, you know, like for example, the lunar eclipses always full moons. And usually those are total or partial, but, you know, total when the moon is covered all the way and you don't see the moon, the full moon in the sky. So the full moon is when the sun and the moon is across to each others in heaven. And the new moon, that is the solar eclipse, which is positive, when it's a new beginning, a restart. When the moon and the sun merge together, they conjunct and in heaven. So let's see when is the eclipse. So I'm going to put here actually April 20, because that's the first eclipse for us, and it's going to be 29 degrees of Aries. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So very, very impulsive, really young energy, full of energy. You know, it's representing the stage in our life between 0 to 1 or 0 to 7, if we are going with the Uranian cycle, but 0 to 1. So that's the baby needs all the attention and, you know, like really egocentric and selfish energy, and but new energy. So we're going to have 29 degrees karmic degree. It has to be something finished over here. So Aries for you, it's in your 10th house. And it's going to be in your 10th house. I'm gonna go back actually by hours a little bit for you, so you can actually have the sun in Aries 29 degrees. And actually here it is in your 10th house. Yes. You see, this is a new moon. It's bringing some change, but it's going to be a positive change at your work, at your career, in your reputation. You're going to be in limelight. It is a very youthful energy. You're going to be promoted. You're going to be recognized. It's recognition as well, to be on the stage, to be seen by the public. And then by May, because we're going to have also in May 5th, we're going to have another eclipse. And it's going to be actually, let's see, May 5th. Okay. So we're going to have a full moon total eclipse in Scorpio, and it's gonna be actually in 5 degrees of Scorpio. So what's happening over here? It's going to be something like, no, 14 degrees Scorpio. I'm sorry, the sun is in Scorpio, 14 degrees, so it has to be 14, the moon as well. So it's going to affect your 5th house and your 11th house. So you're going to have a lot of, attention is on your social circle, on your friends. And again, your romantic partner not going to tolerate that, or it's going to, your romance could suffer through that. Because maybe you are in the limelight, right? What I said before with that eclipse here previously in Aries. And then you have to have a lot of social event, and, you know, your romantic life, your lover, it's not going to love this situation, or your children, because you are out of your children's side. You cannot parent because you always have to go and you always have to show up in your social circle. That's what your job requires right now, to be present, to be out, and that's why you cannot pay attention for your children or your romantic life. So that could suffer. And then on October 14th, we're going to have another eclipse, and we're going to have that in Libra, actually, and it's going to be in 21 degrees Libra. It's an annual solar eclipse. So that is a new moon again in Libra, right? And then 21 degrees. So here in your 4th house, so it's your family matters. It is you know, you could get a new family member, or you can get, because of the moon itself representing dogs or small animals, you might going to adopt a small animal. So as I said before, you can actually experience a death of a parent, or you know, like an ending. And because of you are sad, you decide you're going to adopt an animal because something has to be fulfilled over here. And then you're bringing in an adopt a small animal. But you know, family matters is changing. So, but it's positive, and because it's Libra ruled by Venus, so it could means like you're going to balance all the energy in the family, and you're going to maybe actually consider to reorganize, redecorate your home, and you will have the money for that. So you're going to talk to a designer. Here is Mercury also combust with the sun. So it's representing you are talking to someone to renovate and redecorate your home and make it more luxurious. Libra, he loves luxury also, and loves beauty. So you beautify something in your home. And then on the 28th of October, so if I go by weeks over here, we're going to get to 28, and we're going to have a lunar, but it's going to be a partial, not a total. And on the 28th, Taurus, 5th degree. And the Taurus, you have it here, right? So let me go a little bit by the hours as well. And 28, and let me go further. So let me put that moon in Taurus. Okay, so it's going to be 5th degree, but it's a full moon. It's 11 and 5th house again. That's the last one in Taurus and Scorpio axis. Remember, so we don't have to enter that for another 18, 19 years. It's the last one for a long time in your 11th and 5th house. But both of them also, you know, 5th house also investment, just like 11th house is luck. It is lottery, 5th house, this is luck. So, you know, any eclipse over here could indicate to win some money on the lottery or lose something on gambling, because right now, well, you're gonna have it on Taurus right now. So it could indicate, like, you know, like I thought I was lucky because I invested in something, but it didn't turn out to be as it showed before. But actually, Moon in Taurus is exalted. And I have to tell you something about that, even if it's a full moon and it could be not beneficial eclipse. In this case, in the 11th house for you, Cancer, and exalted Taurus moon, even the 5th degree is exalted. So I would say it will be really, really lucky, and it's going to turn out positive for you. So you can get some kind of reward through investment, or through gambling, or through lottery. You might going to win the lottery. So it could be very beneficial for you. And, you know, I wanted to talk about speak up because of the notes are moving to Aries and what is this, Libra axis. And we have another royal star, which is 23 degrees Libra, and the name is Spica. And Spica is a really beautiful, brilliant, genius star. It's actually colorated with intellect, integrity, and skillfulness. Very, very smart, really genius, logical, you know, like brilliant. But South Node is going over them. So it could actually make you to make your house not just renovated to be luxurious, but smart and skillful. Everything going to have a meaning in your house, everything going to be organized. It's going to be easy access for everything, organized, and you know, just like or you maybe even downsized, but you know, those modern little tiny houses also, which every single little square feet of the house is used perfectly. So perhaps you're going to do that. So skillfulness, or it could be, you know, like family matters, skillfulness. Well, Yeah, that's what I can think of right now. But speaker, definitely, it's a really good start to start with, and especially in your fourth house of living situation. All right, guys. So that is your 2023 astrology forecast, the opportunities and the sorry side of the aspects. And if you would like to, I told you you can purchase my videos, which going to be really detailed month by month, every lunation, every retrograde, every single asteroids which is ingressing a new sign and what kind of aspect they will make. So it's going to be detailed and dissected, and I will do all the researches about an hour and a half, 2 hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes long. And you can purchase that. Connect with me on www.urbanwitch.org. Please subscribe, like, and press that little bell so you will get notified when I'm going to um, actually make new videos, and share with your friends, share it on social media, other astrology social media, so they will know about me and I can help more people. Okay, have a beautiful 2023. Enjoy, and I see you in November. Bye.